Here's a brutal truth. 80% of small and medium-sized businesses fail within the first 5 years. That's not a warning, it's a massacre. But behind every failure statistic is a story. Some are triumphs, some are tragedies. Today, we're going inside both. One company that started small and rose to global success, and another that had massive potential but still crashed. This isn't theory, this is survival. Real stories, real lessons. Let's investigate why 80% fail and how you can be the 20%. Our first case study is Paystack. Back in 2015, two Nigerian computer science graduates, Shola Akinlade and Ezra Olubi, spotted a pain point. Online payments in Nigeria were a nightmare. Clunky systems, trust issues, failed transactions. Merchants were losing customers daily. They built Paystack to fix it. A simple developer-friendly payments API. A system that worked smoothly with local banks, that merchants could trust, and that customers could actually use without stress. The result? A flood of adoption. In just a few years, Paystack onboarded over 60,000 businesses. It became the quiet engine powering e-commerce across Africa. By 2020, their work caught the eyes of global players. Stripe stepped in and acquired Paystack for more than $200 million, from a scrappy startup to a continental powerhouse in 5 years. Why did Paystack survive when so many others didn't? They solved a real problem. They built trust, and they focused on scaling with precision, not hype. That's what survival looks like. Now let's flip the script. Konga was one of Nigeria's earliest e-commerce giants, founded in 2012. It looked like a rocket ship. Big funding rounds, tons of traffic, and a market hungry for online shopping. But under the surface, the cracks were showing. Conversion rates were painfully low. Millions of people browsed the site, but only a tiny fraction actually bought. The burn rate was extreme. Cash was going out faster than it came in. And while Konga was bleeding, competitors like Jumia were scaling aggressively. The market shifted, customer expectations evolved, and Konga couldn't keep up. By 2018, the company had no choice but to sell to Zinox. A ₦1 billion dream reduced to a distressed exit. What went wrong? They mistook attention for traction. They scaled without solid fundamentals, and they chased growth without mastering unit economics. Konga didn't fail because Nigerians didn't want e-commerce. They failed because the engine under the hood was broken. Now let's study resilience. Sweet Sensation started as a side hustle by Kehinde Kamson. She was baking cakes out of a tiny shed in Lagos. It wasn't glamorous, but it was consistent. Instead of rushing expansion, she reinvested every profit. She took calculated risks, like securing a ₦5 million loan to open her first real outlet. Slowly, carefully, she built not just a business, but a brand. Over the years, Sweet Sensation grew into more than 25 outlets, employing over 2,000 people across Nigeria. This wasn't built on hype. It was built on discipline, on patience, on learning from early missteps and adapting quickly. From a small shed to a nationwide franchise, this is what it looks like to fight your way into the 20%. So, what do these stories teach us? From Paystack, we learn that solving a real painful problem and solving it well creates unstoppable traction. From Konga, we learn that traffic means nothing without conversion, and growth means nothing without strong fundamentals. And from Sweet Sensation, we learn that disciplined scaling step by step, reinvesting wisely, can outlast hype and trend. The formula is clear. 1, master your cash flow. 2, adapt fast to shifts in the market. 3, scale with precision, not pressure. That's how you beat the odds. That's how you become the 20%. Business failure is common, but it isn't inevitable. Every statistic hides a story. Some end in collapse, some end in resilience, and a few end in legacy. The choice is yours. Don't just be another number. Build differently. Build to last. That's how you stay in the 20%.